back to the Life and Listings podcast. Today I have Joao with us. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you've got going on, and what brings you here today.
So a little bit about myself. I'm a commercial general contractor here in North and South Carolina. I live on the North Carolina border. I invest in real estate. Started, like everyone else with one, door, worked my way up and just kept learning, kept growing, meeting people. And today I have 91 doors and hoping to close on the 50 before end of the year.
Close another 50 before the end of the year. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
That's amazing. Okay, we've got to dig in and figure out how you're doing this. So, what was your first door? Like, where did you start?
So it was in Anderson, South Carolina. It's in an area that didn't have much growth or appreciation. I mean, I just started and it was something on the MLS. So, I saw it was available. I wanted to get into real estate. I bought it and started learning more and more as I proceeded. So, worked my way up.
So, one led to 91. Where did that growth come into play? Like, did you end up buying some big buildings or like how have you got achieved that growth?
So I started with that one first as a duplex. So it was apartment by apartment. And then after about a year and 4 months, I bought another one. And then another year and a half, maybe bought another duplex. So that gave me six. And it was growing, but it wasn't fast enough. I was doing it greatest. So then I started learning more into real estate and where to buy, what to buy, how much to offer, how to bring construction costs better, and ended up buying another two, another one, went to a real estate event. That's where things pretty much took a big shift. So I went to this networking event. I'm an introverted guy, so I don't really go out there and talk to everybody. I sat in the corner and kind of just listened and soaked it all in. Realized everyone there either had just started, been doing it for years, or have millions of real estate, and they all are willing to talk about the good, the bad, what they went through, what they learned, things of that nature, and just share it with me. It was crazy to see. And I met my partners that are my partners today. I met them at that event, and it was just a blessing in disguise because I was working with other commercial investors, just saying, "Hey, we'll add you onto the team. Just keep giving us great pricing." That great pricing was just me barely breaking even. So I was having work, but not any profit, trying to get in these deals. And my partners pretty much said, "Hey, what if you join us and we'll give you a percentage?" So called my other buddy up, who's also a contractor and been doing this for longer. He said, "Hey, this is how much you want minimum. Here's what you got to do." And my partners exceeded that and gave me a good ownership of it. So we bought a 12 unit. I believe it was January last year, a 54 unit, October of last year. And we're looking to buy more this year. So just meeting the right people. And had I not gone to these events, I would have never met them. I would still be probably around 8 to 10 doors so far.
That's crazy. So, one real estate event turned into you meeting all of these business partners. And then you said on top of that, you're introverted. So, you're kind of just trying to stick to yourself. Has that changed over time?
It has definitely being around two of them that are extroverts completely. They can go up to anybody and just start having a conversation, just jump in middle and keep talking. So they kind of forced me to go with them. And then I had to do a little presentation on construction cost, how to do things easier for bigger investors. And after that slideshow, people started coming to me and asking me questions. So that broke me out of my shell. And then being in these Facebook groups, talking to people, learning things, they get to know who you are. So when I'm going to an event, they just reach out and start talking. And I wouldn't say I'm a full extrovert, but I'm not an introvert either. I'm kind of in the middle now. So it's helped a lot. And it's something that you need to do in order to get out of that comfort zone and grow.
I mean, you hear that so often that people go to events and it's like they have this breakthrough moment or they meet their business partners. But was that your very first one that you had gone to?
That was my first one. I've been watching on the sidelines for maybe a year, about a year, and just saw all the stories, successes, things like that. So I decided to go and just try it out. Worst case, I, lost 2, 3 days. Best case, who knows? And thankfully it was the best case. And I just came from one last week. And it was pretty similar as well, where now it's like, hey, I'm trying to guide people as much as I can, give them information that I've gone through, all my headaches and heartaches, say, hey, don't do this or avoid this. And just help others grow the way I was helped.
So your focus started with the construction side, correct? So that's kind of how you got into some of these deals. So tell me a little bit about that because I'm intrigued with like the partnership aspect of that because I've actually never heard of that type of partnership. Tell me how you did that or structured that.
So I grew up in Jersey, so I don't have a, Southern accent. My dad pretty much didn't want to pay someone to put in floors or windows. So he bought me that Home Depot 1, 2, 3 book. And I had to self-learn it myself and make mistakes and all that. But I mean, he did it for a reason. So I learned how to do things on my own, change my oil, change a tire, things like that. And buying these properties, I realized I could pay someone $5,000 to paint the inside, outside of a house, or I could buy myself a sprayer, $600, take a weekend to do it, cost me maybe 900 to $1,000, but I'll do it all myself and I can, make more money that way. And as I kept growing with more projects or more things to do, I can hire it out. And, that's how I built my team today, construction wise. There's 6 of us so far. And we're actually in the process of bringing on other buddies that are my subs, my sheetrock guys, my roofing guys, my siding guys, and kind of bring everything into one scope where since I have the GC license, have them all under me. And then we just market out the jobs as much as we can. But that was pretty much how the start of construction happened for me.
Mhm.
My dad just not wanting to pay someone, like even last year, he didn't want to pay someone to change faucets in his house. I was too busy. I forgot what I was doing, but he didn't call me. He knew I was booked. He bit the bullet, paid I think like $80 to do it. They did it wrong, and I went fixed it in 25 minutes, and he was just kicking himself for maybe 2 days. That he was not happy.
That's so funny. So then you went to this event and these I'm assuming these other partners were like, you could do the construction for us and become like not only make a little bit of money on the construction, but then now you own part of the building. Is that how that's structured?
Right. So bring value overall. I mean, the average cost for turning over an apartment right now in the 54 unit, we have a 2 bedroom. The average cost for turning one of those over could be anywhere from 15 to $17,000 without anything crazy. Right now, we're averaging around it was $11,000 all in,
Okay.
and we're doing 2 to 3 at a time. So it's saving time, saving energy. They don't have to pretty much deal with it at all. They know, hey, these are coming up. They'll be done in a few weeks, maybe a week and a half for two, and just keep going. They don't have to worry about this popped up, this happened. What do I do? It'll get taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what a great partnership to have. So I feel like that's a big thing with investing is the construction side. Like, no offense, but it's like it's always the contractors that hold things up or go over budget or whatever.
Right, exactly. I mean, I know so many contractors that will see a big project, leave your walls open and all that, and say, "Hey, it's gonna cost this much more to finish it. Either you pay or it's all gutted." I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, luckily, just got good partners. They trust me. They know what I got to do. And end of the day, I'm part owner, so it's got to get done.
Yeah. So most of our listeners are in the real estate space. So if they're wanting to grow their portfolio and looking for interesting ways, let's leave them with some tips of how can they get involved in deals like this. And maybe it's not the traditional route where it's like you've got a bucket of money, but you have a skill to bring to these people. How would you have someone get started?
So I would say just first thing is network out there. You don't know who you don't know. Like everyone you meet, like all these millionaires I've met in these events, they're not wearing, Louis Vuitton shirts and all this. They're wearing a standard Nike hoodie and regular dudes just hanging out. Like just talk to everyone, find out what you can, become friends, see what you can offer them. The biggest things that I've noticed for a lot of commercial people is construction is one of them. They know how to do it because they've all started doing small families or multi-families. And while they may know it, it's just the stress, the time, the effort it takes to do that. They don't want to deal with that. Rather use their time to meet more brokers, meet more people that can get them better deals and give them something, worth their time. So that's where I came in with the construction side of, hey, here's the materials we're going to buy. Here's the sheen we're going to get for paint. And here's the end result. We're all good with this. That's it going forward. I mean, I like commercial more than I like single family just because I can buy 3 houses tomorrow and they're all a different year, different area, different, builder, different HVAC, everything. You buy a small 12 unit complex, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Same HVAC, same roof, same doors, same. square foot, it's all the same. So it makes it easier for you. You know now you need this much flooring per apartment, this much paint, this much subway tile, whatever you want to call it. It all is just pretty much copy and paste.
Yeah. I love it. So using your skill set and just talking to people, what do they need? Like I mean, you solved like a serious pain point, right? Like that's all of these investors that they want someone they can trust, and giving you a little bit of ownership in it gets the job done. I feel like that's a genius way of doing that. So
Yep.
as we kind of pivot a little bit, I'm excited for this question. You've obviously 91 doors, you're trying to up that by like 50% this year. What's the funniest thing that has ever happened to you in real estate?
The funniest thing. That's a tough one. Can I give like a weird funny kind of? Yeah.
It could be whatever. It could be weird funny, it could be haha funny, whatever just made you chuckle or just go, "Wow, I can't even believe I did that."
Oh, yeah. So there's two things, same person. One of the funniest was we were finishing up an apartment. It was all good to go. Then we get a little yellow stain above the bathtub. And we're just like, it's weird. Like the toilet's not running, shower's not running. Why is this leaking? And eventually it was just, sorry, we just got to open it up and see what's going on. So we opened it up and I forgot a funnel. You know, those college movies where they put a funnel and they drink beer from it and all that?
Yeah.
So somehow the old maintenance man on this building ended up cutting a hole in the drain pipe, the main drain, attaching it to his pipe and the one above it. There was a leak from the upstairs unit that went into the funnel and then led into his main drain. And I sent a picture to my plumber and I was like, "Have you ever seen anything like this?" And he's like, "No, this is a first. I've been doing this 22 years. Never seen anything like this." And I was like, the smell alone when you open the sheetrock was terrible because it's the main drain. So the shower water, their toilet water, all that's coming out of there, and it's just open. He's got a funnel, maybe half an inch tube coming out of there, and the other top going to their wherever the leak was coming from. And I was like, Jesus Christ. It didn't even cost that much for the plumber to fix it, but still, just I don't know what he was thinking. This say maintenance guy, take out all the carpet all the time. So we take out the carpet, look at the subfloor, it's all damaged because the tenants had pets. And I'm not even exaggerating. I have videos. There was maybe over 1,000 screws in the subfloor within millimeters of each other. And I'm like, what was this guy doing? What was going on? This is crazy. And it was just, it's funny now, but walking through there, it was just not ideal whatsoever. I just didn't know what and why, what he was thinking at all.
Well, you just never know. And then it's hidden, right? So you're like, people are not seeing what's going on until you're ripping it apart, and you're like,
Yeah, my first thought was, okay, the tenants' pets, urinated on the floor, so then they started popping up. They try to screw it down, but then it's like the carpet it wasn't going to the carpet, it wasn't going to the padding, so it was on the subfloor directly. Thousands of screws. I was like, Jesus Christ.
and you just wonder, like, if is there something wrong with him? Like what was he thinking?
Oh yeah. There's the tenants that are still there are saying, thank God he's not there anymore. It was crazy, almost started a fire. And I'm like, yeah, I've never met him, but I'm not sure what was going on.
Not everyone should be like working on things. I mean, that's for sure. That's why he like hired professionals.
It was crazy. It was just can laugh at it now, but it was stressful going through it.
Oh my gosh. Well, this has been super fun. I feel like it really is eye-opening to like the different type of partnerships, right? And like that really is what a partnership is that they're supposed to you're each supposed to have different things to bring to the table. But I feel like that's a genius way. You're a realtor listening in and you want to create a partnership with your contractor or find someone else, like the yin to your yang, right? What else do you need to make these deals happen? If anybody wants to follow you or send you referrals or get in contact with you, where is the best place to send them?
Instagram probably the best one, and my IG tag is JOAOMAC_STF.
Perfect. Awesome. Well,
Will be the best one.
find you on Instagram, they shall. So, well, thanks so much for sharing all this information with us today, and we will chat again soon.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jennifer.
Bye.